Previously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Alright, we're back with part 5, and as you can see, things are getting a little crazier here. Dr. Hartman either is telling the truth, and we really are a patient here, or he saved us. And things are getting weirder.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Let's pause the game here really quick. Yeah, Hartman's a really weird dude in this game. You can tell he's always up to something. But yeah, we just left off. We're heading into episode 4 now. So we finished episode 3 in the last part. We finally caught up with Alice's supposed kidnapper, like in the recap, and well, things didn't go very well. Now we're here, and things are getting a little stranger now. But this episode is called The Truth, so it does start shedding some more light on what's going on, even though you can kind of already guess that there's an Alan somewhere who wrote the story, and it's changing the events. But yeah, this will shed a little bit more light on the story, but it still just gets pretty crazy, so we're just going to continue here.
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Yeah, got less bright. Yeah, Hartman is not one that seems trustworthy at all. And I mean, we still have all the same like bandages and everything like that too, so I don't know how he really expects us to believe him. Got anything over here? No.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way,
I'm sure
Alan.
we can. Until it's nighttime and everything goes to hell. It's over here. It's a dead end. I think we actually have a few signs right away. But we just have to follow Hartman for now.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
I mean,
We go this way,
yeah,
Alan.
pretty much.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
I mean, he's not wrong. That is more believable, but there's a lot more going on than that. But here's one of our signs here. Thomas Zane. It's always so cloudy and gloomy here. But there's good old Cauldron Lake. Good memories here.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter.
Probably in one of our
This way.
manuscripts.
Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
dug my
can't do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
I don't know what it is about
Come along.
Hartman in
Let's
this
go
game, man.
inside.
He's just annoying. Oh, I remember these people, especially that
Here's the
guy
entrance to the office wing. That's
behind
for
the couch.
staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
We actually have a thermos and another sign over here.
Scary, scary, scary.
Oh, he's advertising his book in his own hospital place here. Oh no, I missed his jump scare.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
You're trash, Hartman. Emerson's got a long neck.
You
We're
might
just not
have
going to talk
noticed
about
the
that.
typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
There's another sign right here, too.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My
Yep,
head
the
was
Anderson
clearing
brothers
up.
are pretty
Or
awesome.
according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
I like his squeaky hammer. I mentioned the manuscript in the previous part, talking about how he hit the lady with his mighty hammer. Just hit her with a squeaky toy. Alright, let's listen to this.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness.
Yeah,
of
the Anderson
lake.
brothers seem to think we're Thomas Zane, and they seem to know Barbara Jagger as well. Some more pieces to the mystery.
Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened.
They also know Cynthia
other
Weaver.
writer.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it
Basically, they're
was
telling
already
us a
open
bunch
a
of
crack.
context here.
And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
So yeah, it's actually pretty important listening to what they're saying, because they do shed a lot of stuff, a lot of light on the stuff about the game.
Lake, a place of power.
Place of power.
We had parties there, man.
They know a lot of stuff, actually, especially when you take into consideration stuff about control. Did I just see it? There's a manuscript page in there. Oh, seeing the interact prompt for the stupid sign.
I'm a bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution.
Just going nuts.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
I mean, it does look pretty good.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Well, something tells me we're gonna be out there tonight.
Shut up. But I don't see.
Right, let's head upstairs here.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Yeah, sounds good. Typewriter's exactly what we need right now. I think we got a show here, too.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Another part of the puzzle there. We had that thermos up here too that I saw it when I was walking in. So let's grab that. Another QR code right there. I don't remember there being that many QR codes in the
Hartman had
original
mentioned that the power
version
had
of
been
this
acting
game.
up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
That's convenient. Oh, we can actually explore these other rooms.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Wasn't sure if there's anything else in these. Alright, let's head in.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be
Anderson
my only
brothers
chance
just
of
singing
getting
in the
out of
background. Giving us a distraction.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
Oh, we're actually going downstairs? Oh, here's another manuscript page.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Let's see what's going on.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
But there's where the manuscript page was actually talking about. Hit her with an actual hammer. But I don't think she's... Yeah, she's breathing. She's not dead.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Since you're so tough, Bert.
Just taunting the orderly guy. Alright, we've got the keys now. Here's Hartman's office.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Yeah, he's actually... Someone's painting pictures of all the darkness taken shadows that we've been fighting, so there's obviously another part of Hartman's lies that wasn't real. Then why is that one guy painting him?
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Yep. What do you know? Hartman's a piece of shit. Yeah, we get an achievement for listening to all of these as well.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
So there's 1 out of 3, I think. So we got another 2 here.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Damn, Hartman's just using his patience, man.
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Well, it is actually pretty nice to hear someone talk shit to Nightingale. Yeah, Nightingale's still on her tail. He knows we're here. That's definitely not a good thing.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
So it seems.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna do your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that vet gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Alan. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Alright, reunited with Barry. Yeah, I'm sure in the state Rose is in, she's definitely gonna miss that cutout. But let's get out of here.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Pretty big smile on his face there, but we got another manuscript. Yep, hopefully Hartman got what he deserved. But yeah, he was manipulating us, obviously.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Alright, there's another one down.
I had to find a way out.
We also need a flashlight. Oh, we probably don't want to go that way.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Well, there was a generator upstairs. How many objects are there? Hopefully the Anderson brothers are all right. Alright, here's a flare. We're gonna want to go through here. Ow! You just smacked me. I think we have another Night Springs show coming up. This one actually gives us an achievement, though, too. Alright, I think this one keeps looping. It's kind of oddly paced here. Kind of drowned out by the music, too. But we also have a manuscript right here.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Tonight's episode.
Let's get the hell out of here. That's not good. We actually have to let it break the doors down. Damn. I was hoping it would kind of bounce off there. Of course. How the hell am I gonna get out? Oh, do I have to get the... I think I have to get the ball to hit the front door. Jeez, man, it like curves itself right into where I'm dodging. Alright, we have another sign right away here. And we also have a thermos right away, too. So I'm gonna grab that really quick. Barry, I'm gonna need that flashlight.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al!
Thank you, Barry.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
I have to destroy all 4 of these pillars.
Come on, Al! We gotta go! It's not much of a maze! I made it through easy!
Alright, one sec. I'm gonna see if I can get revenge on this stupid ball. Oh, no, I can't. It's deactive.
Oh, jeez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
I'm going. Hedge mage sounds fun. think we have a manuscript page somewhere in here. I think it's this way. Yeah, here we go.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Yeah, that part that he's talking about is pretty awesome. We have another manuscript page somewhere in this place.
I can see them moving around. They're coming for you.
Got rid of him. Let's make sure it's not in this direction here. Okay, is it just a dead end? I think it's over here. Yep, here we go.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Here we go. I think they're always in like kind of a critical path anyways, so I think we have another mini boss coming up here.
We don't want any fighting. It makes people mad.
Gonna need some ammo.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day.
There he is. The orderly guy. Let's just drop that on him. Goddamn birds. Alright. Don't have to worry about those guys anymore. Here's the thermos. Oh, I could have just ran past him and picked the flare gun up. Alright, another brute down. I still can't get over that death animation they have on this version. It's so goofy looking. We have another manuscript coming up. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, and a shotgun.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Alright, let's move on now. Oh, this looks like a battle area. What the? I can't even see. Alright, is that all of them? That was smart to hide in the bushes. Thought they were gonna have people behind me. We have a canned pyramid and a manuscript page right here. Got every time.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Barry to the rescue. Interesting. I think we have a chest somewhere around here as well. Not seeing the yellow paint yet, though. Wait, here we go. Get rid of those guys. Some more flare ammo. God, man, there's way too many birds. Here's their next thermos, though. They're gearing me up. I think we have another manuscript over here, too.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Dude, Hartman's a true psychopath, man. Oh, there's Barry.
Al! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it, don't worry about it!
God damn it, Barry. Whoa, this guy, I didn't know they could climb up like that.
It's gotta be here. Just hang on, Al.
He found a corridor? Is that what he just said?
I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig.
Alright, big guy's out. Wait, what the hell? Does this guy not have shadow? Oh. I'm gonna say. Hang on, I want to take this guy out. Alright, there we go.
Please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Another car crash, and we're separated from Barry again.
Barry was nowhere to be seen.
I heard him, though. He was talking to us for a little bit.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
He's just carrying it.
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
And that's why Barry's awesome.
Around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry kind of just reminds me of Reggie
just
from
wait for me,
Phantasm.
Okay? Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and Secure the area. You can catch up. Don't
Just
worry
complains a
about it.
little bit
I'm
more.
on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into
Now
a
he's
disaster
Rambo.
if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Oh yeah, I think they start tossing objects at me here. Jesus Christ, I'm getting flashbanged. We have a manuscript page down here.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Another one down. There's also a thermos pretty close by as well. How many objects of those got burned out here? Yeah, the thermos is straight ahead. Damn. It's good timing. Alan, you get tired too easily, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, these parts are not fun on Nightmare.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Alright, well we need to probably turn that on first. Here's another manuscript.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
What do you know? He didn't have the guts. Right, let's turn this generator on. Damn, the thing's really shaking. Ow, really?
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Well, at least we've got a flashlight now. I wonder what would happen if you were someone who forgot to pick that up. Probably just rely on running and dodging.
Only the three fatty acids are good for your heart.
Come on. Alright, well there's no way in hell I was going to be able to start that. Even after stunning him. Usually it only takes 3 too, so that one was just going to take 4, I guess. Ow. God damn.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
That was definitely Barry. It looked like a giant red puffy coat in the car. We have a thermos right here. Some batteries. Another flashlight. Oh, here we go. Heavy duty flashlight. There's an even better flashlight in this game, even further in.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Let's head through here.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
And I appreciate it, Thomas.
I'd seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chain to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Yep, and that's the problem. Alan's gotta figure something out. Oh great, bear traps again. Hopefully we're good. Here's another thermos. I think we have another manuscript page right away as well.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
I probably should have turned this on right away. Looks like we're getting a shotgun, which is weird to not have a revolver.
Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Alright, we also had that thermos we gotta go pick up. Oh, there's bear traps up here too. Can they get hurt by the bear trap if there's no shadows on them? I don't think so. Alright, now which way am I headed here? Shoving me? Yeah, the thing that's nice about the heavy-duty flashlight, it takes way longer to burn through a battery. Ow! Dude, I hate that they are so accurate when they throw. Asshole. Jesus. That flare didn't really do much, did it?
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
You know what? I actually don't think it was Barry. Maybe that was just like a weird reflection that I was seeing.
Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you?
It's definitely not Barry.
I'm sorry!
Just saying I'm dying. Kind of reminds me of Friday the 13th Part 4. Oh god, he's killing me! Alright, there's another thermos. Not looking so good, bud.
You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
That would be me. I thought there was a box of ammo. Well, our friend from prison did not make it. Where's our door? Here it is.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Yeah, that's probably some of the biggest context we'll get. Wrote himself into the story. Crazy son of a bitch. Dude, the game story is so good, man. It's so creative. Let's burn this darkness off of him.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Is the door locked?
The front door was locked.
Oh, there's a manuscript out there. We have a chest in this house too. It's in the basement.
A good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Oh, there are deer hunters. Very nice. We got a flashbang out of that. Wait, can we actually get back? No, it's locked. Alright, let's grab that manuscript here.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Go, another one down. Got some thermoses and other collectibles on our way to the next place.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting it. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Dude, Barry's more than capable, man. There's one of our thermoses. The other one's in a kind of easy to miss spot. It's over by this tractor here. I guess you can kind of see it pretty decently. Probably should have driven closer. Jesus. I don't actually really need to kill these guys, but because I'm pretty sure they're just going to keep spawning. I think there's a chest over by this house. Here we go. More flashbangs, those should come in handy. And we have another radio show all the way up this hill. Could be in, I think, is this the same tower? No, this is a different tower. There wasn't a parking lot at the other one we were at. Head all the way up here. Sounded like there was a chainsaw going on. Probably definitely gonna want the hunting rifle.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Main on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Alright, here we go, there's that one. We're very close to finishing those. There's only maybe 2 more. But now we can actually head to the farm. God damn it. Stupid log. Getting in my way. Jesus. This thing's drifting. Jesus Christ. They have a pretty big darkness shield. Like, even the headlights take a while to knock it off of them. I like how they just don't even try to juke the car, they just stand there. Alright, but this is as far as we can get. That was loud. Oh, nice. Checkpoint. Wait a second. I think we have a chest somewhere out here. I see a thermos. Chest might be somewhere over here. Yeah, here we go. There's another one. Can attack us with a shovel? Alright, let's go grab this thermos.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Watson.
Shut up and shoot!
Yeah, this is the part I was talking about. This part's really awesome. We also get the heavy-duty lantern flashlight. There's also an achievement for not entering critical health. Oh, shit. That's not good. You burn through battery, though, with this thing, but it takes out the darkness on him pretty fast. God damn it. Dude, the one thing that's gonna get me critical is them throwing shit at me. Oh, hit me, but bounced off of me. See how he likes that. Come on, Barry, work the lights already. he's actually burnt out. Ow! Stop throwing shit at me. Those big guys actually die? Wow, there's a lot of them. What? No, I equipped my flashbangs.
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Alright, we didn't enter critical, so I probably did get the achievement. It's just going to be one of those delayed ones again. We have another manuscript page before we get out of here, though.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think writers were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
Alright, this part's probably going to run a little bit longer. It's kind of an awkward one, but we're just going to get all of episode 4 done in here probably. And we're getting somewhat close to the end of it as well. Shit. I think there's another manuscript page out here.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Is it somewhere out here? I think it's somewhere over here, maybe. Is it on the tractor? Here we go.
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.
Yeah, just what Nightingale needs. Alright, let's regroup with Barry here. Yeah, I always like that part. The old guards of Asgard. Or old gods of Asgard. Is there a reason for me to be up here? Oh, okay. I'm going the right
I
way.
think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al? Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
It's not really the time for that, Barry. Seemed uncalled for.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! There really really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Maybe they did for a reason.
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves.
Another Night Springs show.
We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in a
Springs.
soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a way
real
of
writing
forcing
job. What got
themselves
you
into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of
or
your
vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones.
Well, that was a weird one, but then again, they all are. You won't know what I'm talking about, though, because I'm skipping them. Alright, we have a thermos back here. Dude, this lantern, man. Casts a big light. Always want more hunting rifle ammo. Right, now how do I get... Oh, there's the staircase. Another manuscript.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Guess that's how he lost the eye. We have
The
our
Viking
last
boat
sign
looked
in this
imposing,
episode. Well,
almost
not
like a
our
battering
last sign
ram.
in total, but the last one in this episode is up ahead here. So there's that. Darkness didn't like that. Yeah, did they just not attack Barry? Oh, great, a boss. Alright, he's down. I mean, I guess they're more like mini bosses, which I think I've actually called them that before. We have another can pyramid somewhere over here. Oh, I could have just lured him into that. But here's our can pyramid. Ow, it hit me. Damn it. That was a perfectly timed run. Did someone hit this? Damn, dude, it needs to be too specifically timed. Oh, shit. Too worried about hitting them with the wire. did Barry get over there? Thanks for waiting for us.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Guess we go this way. I think we get attacked somewhere.
Careful, Al!
Yeah, thanks for all the shotgun ammo, game.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Another thermos. I think we have another radio coming up. See, I feel like I can hear it. Oh, there it is.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Alright, there's that one. I think that could have been our last one, but like I said, epic achievements are kind of glitchy, so I won't know until later. Got a generator here. Do I even need to turn this on? Oh yeah, I think the elevator needed power.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Looked like they lived in an abandoned church.
Kidding me.
Gotta fight a giant tractor. flare gun takes things out so fast. Alright, he's dead. There's an achievement for getting 50 hunting rifle kills as well. That's why I've been using it. Oh, that actually leads... Okay, that leads to where we have to go. I thought we could just open the gate. But I think we're all good. Hang on, Barry. Alright, we got the keys.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
Wait, can this be moved? No.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy.
Alright, how do I help? Oh, here we go.
Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Yeah, we're getting near the end here.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Like, that's pretty much just Alan busting it open. Got 3 more things left in this episode, though. 2 more thermoses and a manuscript. Old gods know the truth.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
There's one of the thermoses. Here's the other. Barry, move. It's blocking me in. Manuscript's upstairs. It's kind of in your direct path.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
You can't wait to see it. The fuse box? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's writing on the wall here, too.
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's-her-face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Most likely.
Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Isn't it? Here we go.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
wrong, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Alright, we're about to see what happened. Drunk Alan sounds kind of funny.
I'm coming!
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened.
Alice!
I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Yep. Jagger just manipulated him right from the start, but then again, she gave us the key to the cabin, so something was up even before we arrived
here. The dark
here.
presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
And that's basically how it all started.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice!
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
There we go. That's how this part ends. Oh man, that part is this is actually like my favorite episode in the game because of the whole stage battle and everything like that. The way they bring it all together is so good. So everything with him being trapped and how he writes his own escape after being manipulated by the darkness, it all just connects so well. The game is so well done, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, it's super fun. They start ramping up the action the further in you get, as I stated in the past, but they do a good job balancing story building with action. But yeah, that we did all of episode 4 in this part, so this part's probably going to be a little bit longer because of that, but it was an awkward part. It was kind of awkward like episode 2. I should have just continued playing through episode 2, but yeah, there was really nowhere to stop and connect it into another part. We were getting closer and closer to the end of episode 4 within like 40 minutes, so we just went the whole way through. But again, episode 4 is great. We're more than halfway through the game now. There's still episode 5 and then episode 6, and then there's the special episode. So got some ways to go still, but always good playing this game. It's really good. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 6.